only there for the food and not the real food of the gospel, of the word, that our pastor or any pastor is trying to serve them on behalf of the Lord above, then they're not really, then why are they there? Then why are they coming in? You mean, I can understand getting out of the rain and the storm and the snow and all that. I understand that. I understand that. Maybe it's too hot. You want to be in cool, conditional areas. I understand that. But if you're just coming in there to get food, to get a few donuts, to get a coffee, to maybe listen for about 5-10 minutes and then leave, and all your primary reasoning is just coffee, donuts, maybe a few bagels, maybe, a little fruit salad if people bring, because we have some people that bring a lot of stuff at times to contribute, to share. Like our church is going to have a sunrise service at the sports complex next Sunday, a week from today, next Sunday morning around 6:45, which everybody is welcome to go to. And they're going to have breakfast burritos there, but here's the thing. Are you only going there for the breakfast burritos, or are you going there for a little bit of fellowship, for a service, to, glorify the day that the Lord rose from the tomb, Resurrection Day? Are you going there for that, or are you just going there for the breakfast burritos? You see, that's basically the same situation. Are you coming to church that same day to celebrate the Lord's resurrection and Satan's defeat because of said resurrection, or are you just coming there because you want the food? You see, that is what really kind of alarms not just the people, not just our leader, not just our pastor and our worship leaders at Adventure, but it worries the people of Patterson who are partnered with, who Adventure is partnered with, because of the fact that they don't know what these people are really capable of. They don't know if they're just there for the food. They don't know if they're there to do something that we've seen happen and be reported on the news several times. We don't know. We don't really know, what the motive is. But most of the time, it's just the way I see it, the way my mom sees it, the way our pastor sees it, is it's just them coming in, wanting a little bit of food and coffee, maybe listening to the word for about 5-10 minutes, and then leaving. And some of these people, I could tell you, I could totally understand where the concern of you don't know what they're capable of comes in. You see, today, and this is not the first time this person came in, but we had a lady come in, and according to my mom, she's talked with her before. She lives somewhere nearby, but she likes to help out, I guess, the homeless people, take them plates of food or whatever. She said that one time this lady did that. She took plates of food because we have an older couple that at times that will provide a lot of snacks and foods for us to drink and chew on a little bit, eat a little bit while we're listening to the sermon. Kind of keep our energy going, if you know what I mean. And my mom recalls one time this lady coming in, that came in today, taking plates of food to the homeless people outside that she knew. And it's like, really? Is that the only reason you're here? I mean, that's great. Lord's going to bless you for doing that. But really, is that the only reason you want to come in, for the food? Well, anyway, this lady comes in again, and she gets coffee. She sees that I have a couple of donuts. She asked me to have one, if I can give her one of them, and I gave her one. Gave her the chocolate one. It was half a donut anyway. Basically, that's what they serve. Is they cut the donuts in half and they serve them like that. So I gave her half a donut, and she's sitting on the chair next to me, on the table next to me and my mom. And then she gets back up. She goes for another coffee, and then she says something to me. And what I'm doing while she's doing this is I'm on Facebook Live, trying to live as live could be, just like they are on YouTube, which you can check out at Adventure Christian Church of Patterson on YouTube. I'm trying to basically live feed through Facebook Live the sermon to friends and family. So, long story short, this lady goes back up for another cup of coffee, she sits back down, and then she says something to me, which is kind of strange. She says something along the lines of, "Oh, eating those donuts will make you fat." And I'm thinking, okay. So, I'm just there. I have this in my shirt. I have this in my shirt pocket, like I do doing a live feed of the service on Facebook. And she says that, so you could probably hear that in the Facebook feed. I'm thinking, what? I'm thinking, okay, lady, or whatever you say. I mean, I didn't say that specifically, but I was like, just sitting there, I'm like, okay. So anyway, she sits back down. Our pastor must have noticed, but he didn't really say anything. Because he doesn't want to interrupt the sermon and go like, are you just here for the food, or are you just here to hear the words? He doesn't do that. He just keeps going. So anyway, he says, he keeps going with his sermon, and there's some points he brings up, and people do react. We have a friend that reacts a few times, but basically, the lady that sat next to me that came in, she starts like, huh? What? It's like she started. It's almost like she was trying to be a little loud, intentionally. I'm not saying she was, but it sounded like she was trying to be a little bit loud. No, not really, but anyway, she started kind of like reacting in a way that was like, I was thinking, is she going to get loud and people are going to turn their heads around and pastor's going to shoot his head up? I wasn't sure. So anyway, to finish this up, she gets back up, gets another cup of coffee, she leaves, then she comes back in, takes a cup of communion, because we have communion every week, takes a cup of grape juice and a bit of a cracker, she drinks and eats it, okay, fine. But we don't know if she's doing that out of, we're not sure if she's doing that out of what, out of tribute for what Jesus did for us. Because we do that to represent what Jesus did for us. Jesus breaking the bread and saying that this is his body, and, drinking the juice or the wine, saying this is his blood. We're not sure if she's doing that because of that, or she's just doing it because she wants to drink and eat it. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm looking at that at first too, and at first I'm looking at that, I'm like, is she gonna probably take one of the communion plates? Thank God, she didn't. But anyway, she ends up going to the table where we have all the flyers and the flyers and stuff, and our bulletins and all that. She picks up a bulletin, she reads it a little bit. She stands in the corner, and then while she's reading it, looking up, and then she goes outside the door and leaves. And she also kind of touches a few of the papers as well on the table. And according to my mom, this lady has schizophrenia. And hopefully God's going to get her through it and she's going to be okay. But when I heard that, I'm thinking, oh, right. I'm thinking, okay. I'm thinking to myself, honestly, like, no wonder she acted that way. Because, okay, she comes in, she takes her hat off, puts it on the table when she's sitting down, then she puts it back. I mean, it was just weird. So, Anyway, after church, we're cleaning things up, and I asked the pastor's wife, honestly, if she noticed that lady, because, because here's the thing, the pastor's wife does Sunday school. Pastor's wife does Sunday school for the 2:45 service. 9:15, our friend does Sunday school. The friend of me and my mom's. She does it, and then at 10:45, the pastor's wife does it. So, anyway, the anyway, the pastor's wife's like, I don't know how she got in. Maybe she came in from the back. I said I didn't notice. Which means obviously she came in from the front, and basically that says that whoever was supposed to lock up the doors so that nobody comes in the front didn't do a good job in doing so. So yeah, it was kind of strange. I mean, I'm not saying we hadn't dealt with that before, but sometimes when people would come in, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Most times they will sit down and at least listen to the word, listen to the sermon, for a majority of it before they leave. But when we have people like that coming in, I understand, they want coffee, they want something to eat, they want something to drink, they want to get out of the cold, they want to get out of the heat and all that. I completely understand that. But if you're not there to feed your soul with the gospel, then what's your real motive? You see, that's what worries us, and that's what worries not just our congregation, our pastor, and the city of Addison as a whole, but it would worry anybody in general, even those that run the pool right next to the senior center, because you don't know, what people could be capable of, who just randomly come in out of nowhere and just stay there for a few minutes before leaving or doing something. You don't know. So anyway, that was kind of strange, but anyway, but I know this went a little long, but overall it was a good service, a good Palm Sunday service, and we did find out from my pastor that he's going to show the Passion of the Christ within a few weeks. Basically, traditionally, our pastor shows the Passion of the Christ about the Friday, the Good Friday, which is this Friday, before Easter. But scheduling conflicts, I guess, have made him decide to put it on the Friday that follows. But like I said, overall it was a good Palm Sunday service. Really not really much more to say as far as vlogging goes, besides being named one of the associates for the month of March, basically one of the top 5 employees of the month. As for what I did for me helping out. And besides the whole thing with church, overall, not really much more to say about that. So I'm going to finish up by trying to let you know that my channel, like I said in part 1, is close to, as of now, 39 videos away from 9,000 videos, which means I'd be 1,000 after that away from 10,000, a million. So thank God for that. I will keep doing what I'm doing as far as the CAW League shows, the unboxings, the package openings. Hopefully do some fan vids if I can get around to doing that. Some topical videos like this, some reviews, comic reviews, Sonic comic reviews, hopefully. I'll still be doing my Animated Girls Profile Confidential, which, by the way, is now 4 away from 50. I'm almost 4 away from my 50th Animated Girls Profile Confidential. So, I still have a lot, so I still have a lot to do. As you see previously, before this one, have some updates, Blu-ray DVD updates that are going to be happening. So overall, that's really all I can say. So hopefully you guys have taken your time in watching this. two-part channel update / vlog for today, Sunday, April 9th, 2017. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like, and I will talk to y'all later.